Hello, this is Professor Matsuoka. Today we're going to take a look at a neat tool called InstaCalc, which is a calculator program. It does even more than a regular calculator would, and we're going to take a look at some of the neat features now, and we'll be using InstaCalc in class as well. I sent each of you an email with the subject line InstaCalc Exploration. Each member of the group got a different link, so please click on the link. Each of these links has a geometric formula that we're working with in this unit, along with some data that I want you to use and do an exploration with. So in this case, I have triangular area is the formula 0.5 times the base times the height. Now notice that I can actually put comments on InstaCalc. I start the line with // and that tells InstaCalc that it's a comment, not an actual calculation. So triangular area is 0.5 times base times height. The initial one that we're looking at is a triangle with a base of 10 and a height of 6. So let's calculate the area of the initial triangle. 0.5 times 10 times 6. And we see that the initial area, the initial triangle's area is 30. Now what happens if we double the base? The area equals 0.5 times, now if I double the base, I get a base of 20 times 6, and that gives me an area of 60. If I double the height instead of the base, the area would be 0.5 times 10 times 12, which gives me, oh, look, also an area of 60. That might be interesting. That might be significant. Now what happens if I double both the base and the height? Then the area would be 0.5 times 20 times 12, and I get an area of 120. Now there's also room for you to do some further explorations, because after you do these calculations and you compare what happens when you say double one of the dimensions, and you see what happens to the area, the perimeter, or the volume, whichever formula you're working with, I'd like for you to look at the pattern and try to make a guess at what the pattern actually would be in general, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll actually try to prove that that pattern is actually true. Now the thing is, you can do the same thing that I did by saving your work, okay, and then sending this link to your classmates by email, and then we copy the link, would be able to load a new browser page to see exactly what you did with all of these new calculations that are done. So you could send this to the other students in your group, and then you can discuss it. And the idea again is that we will try to make a guess at what the general pattern is, and later on we'll try to symbolically prove that that pattern genuinely is the case. But we will have these explorations beforehand that will give us a good intuition on what's going on.